What up? It's your boy, Wall Street. And today I'm on a different type of vibe. I know you guys typically hear me talking about the NBA and basketball and all things hoops, but I want to get this second channel going where I'm going to talk more just openly about other stuff because I like talking to people. And I think, a lot of the stuff that I want to cover in these types of videos is going to be, stuff that, I would have wanted to listen to when I was going through something or, just looking to have someone to relate to, things like that. But today I want to talk about discipline and confidence because those two things are so crucial to accomplishing what you want to accomplish in your life and achieving your dreams and goals and all that. So the simplest way for me to kind of break it down, the way that I've rationalized this in my own life is discipline is what stands in between yourself in the present and the person that you want to be in the future, right? And what's standing in between you is time. And the quicker that you become disciplined and learn how to lead your life in a way that you would be proud of, or I should say your future self would be proud of, that's really how you have to rationalize it. And somewhere along that road, you will find confidence. So I actually, nobody's perfect, right? So what I struggle with a lot is I'll, do really well at something. Say I'm trying to eat healthy, right? I'm trying to eat no sugar for a week or something like that. And, I make it 6 days and I eat sugar, right? And I beat myself up over it. And I'm so mad and angry that I, broke my streak and this and that. But what you don't know is that, the week before that, I did 5 days, right? So the week after that, you do 6, but you're beating yourself up. Why? You've made progress. So I think that's something that I've tried to get better at is understanding that no matter how many times you mess up, your goal is pretty much going to stay the same. So you just have to try harder and continue pushing. And as long as you keep at it, you'll get closer and closer until you eventually achieve that goal. And I truly do believe that. I think there's a big piece of life that is in that statement where it's just as long as you don't give up, you're going to achieve what you need to achieve. And you need to truly believe that with your whole heart and your mind and make sure that, nothing's going to keep you from doing what you need to do, right? And the hard thing with discipline is, some people struggle with harder things that they try to correct in their lives, right? Like some people, get into drugs or alcohol, or, adult imagery, bad things, right? That get them into habits where their brains start to work a little bit differently and their bodies, might start to work differently too. And having to correct that is a lot more difficult, but it's possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And, I don't want to say my whole life. I was about to say my whole life. For a while now, I've smoked weed. I, basically have, struggled with that for a long time. And it hasn't really made my life, unlivable or, made things bad, but it has certainly been something that has made me less of what I can be. And, I've constantly struggled, I'll quit, maybe for, a week or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then, I'm like, I'm never going to do it again. And then I use it once and then I go back, and I keep doing it. And again, it's not something that's derailed my life. I have a job, I have friends, I talk to my family, I'm a normal person, honestly. But I know that I could be doing more if I got a better handle on it, right? And I don't even know if it's so much I need to use it. It's more that I feel like if I stray away from my routine, right, which is, before I go to bed at night, take a little puff, relax, do something like that, wind down. I feel like if I don't do that, my whole life is going to be messed up, right? And I know it won't be messed up for a long time, but it's it takes, a month, 2 months, 3 months to really get yourself into a new routine. And, we deal with so much in our daily lives as humans, like going to work, going to school, having to come home, do your chores, things like that you kind of are like, well, I don't really want to lose that type of time. I want to be comfortable and I want to do what I want to do. But then, you're never really going to truly be disciplined. And if you can truly teach yourself to be disciplined, you're going to grow your confidence and you're going to just be a much better version of yourself, right? And that's not saying that if you struggle with discipline right now that you're not, a good version of yourself. You just could be better. And I think that's something that's incredibly important, right? And I've never, really truly felt like I've been 100% disciplined. I definitely was way better when I was a kid, which I feel like a lot of people have it the opposite. When you're a kid, you're not disciplined, and then you get more disciplined as you get older. But now that I'm not a kid anymore, I have more freedom. I live by myself. I can do what I want. So it's a little bit harder because I'm like, oh, well, there's no one stopping me now, right? Like my mom's not going to tell me, oh, don't do this. My dad's not going to tell me, oh, don't do that. Like, and my parents were never like, controlling or super strict parents like that anyway. But, I guess I felt like I had more to prove and had to be more prideful, about doing certain things when I was younger. And now I'm just like, okay, I live by myself. I can do what I want. I don't care what people think about me, which, those are all good things, but you need to channel it in the right way, right? And being disciplined has nothing to do with what people think about you. It has a lot to do with how you think about yourself. And how you value yourself, right? And if you want the best for somebody, you're going to tell them, oh, don't do drugs, don't eat junk food. You need to work out. You need to do the things that are right for you, right for your brain, your body, yada, yada, whatever. And if you're not saying those same things to yourself, then how do you really think about yourself, right? You think you deserve less than what people you care about deserve? And that's another good way for you to look at things is like, I need to treat myself with the utmost respect because I would feel disappointed in myself if I didn't treat someone else with respect. So there's a lot of different ways that you can slice it. There's a lot of different ways that you can look at it. But as long as you keep moving on that right path, and the path to true discipline is going to be a curvy and windy one. It's going to have a lot of bumps in the road, but you just have to pick your head up if you fall down and, brush the dirt off your shoulders and just keep it pushing. That's all you got to do. And like I said, along that road, you will find confidence, because if you can maintain confidence and have confidence in yourself and what you believe in, that coupled with discipline, you'll be unstoppable. Be absolutely unstoppable. So keep doing your thing, guys. Keep staying disciplined. Dig deep. Don't let, quick temptations and, pleasurable things take your focus. Put your focus on the long term while also trying to live in the present, but improving yourself every day. Because that's what's really important. And I guarantee you do that for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years time, you're going to be so happy, so fulfilled. So just keep pushing, even if it's tough, even if you're struggling, you just got to keep moving forward. So do your thing, guys. Handle business, stand on business. Peace out.